Hey you guys, it's Gabriel calling from the Eurovision, and we have a winner in UMK. 7 amazing songs, an amazing night of action, but Linda Lampenius and Pete Parkkonen have come out on top with their song Liekinheitin. Shall we listen to react to it? Let's do this! Alright you guys, I'd like to thank every single one of you that joined in Joe and I's live stream last night from all the national finals, but watching specifically UMK Uden Musiikin Kippalau 2026 was absolutely amazing. We're going to go into a bit of a deep dive about it first, and then we're going to all talk about the winner, Linda Lampenius and Pete Parkkonen. It was a brilliant night of action. We had 7 songs and 7 amazing songs. Komiat opening the show with Lululai, a brilliant, wholesome start to the show. Etta, $1 Million Smile, and again, another very wholesome song. Then we had Kiki, who before the show was my personal favourite with Raka Denkipe. Amazing, I thought. Then number 4, Untitled was just brought joy to the arena with his song Takatuka, which is just hilarious. Him sitting in a barber chair, high in the air with daisies and flowers around him was really funny. Then Chachi took to the stage with Cherry Cake. Then Sinica Monte with Ready to Leave, which was really powerful and really beautiful. And then finishing off Linda and Pete with Liekinheitin. We had Erika Vikkum performing, we had JJ performing, we had Sisao, we had Miriana Conte. It was a fantastic night of action, and the jury votes came, and there were 7 juries, I think it was. Linda and Pete getting 5 of the 12, Sinica getting 1, and Antipalanen getting 1. So the jury vote ended with Sinica in 3rd, Antipalanen in 2nd, and Linda and Pete in 1st. And obviously, the public vote in the UK is worth 75% of the vote. And Linda and Pete got 492 points, which is 340 more than Antipalanen's 152, which gave them 570 points, which is a UMK record. That's enough points to win Eurovision, let alone. And they took victory at 360 points ahead of Antipalanen, with Komiat finishing in a very respectable 3rd, Chachi in 4th, Sinica in 5th, Etta in 6th, and Kiki in last position, which was very confusing to me. The odds suggested that it was going to be a very dominant win for Liekinheitin. They had them at a 79% chance of victory, with Antti with a 13% chance, followed by Kiki, Komiat, Chachi, Etta, and Sinica. But it was a fantastic show. Thank you for everyone who joined us, and UMK this year was truly amazing. It's turning into the best national final. It's shown that you don't need quantity. All you need is 7 fantastic songs, and that was just the production. Finland are ready to host Eurovision. We'll see if they are going to win Eurovision this year, because they have got a very impressive song, and it is by Linda Lampenius and Pete Parkkonen. Let's look at. We've done a video already about this. It was the 2nd most viewed video ever on the Eurovision. Let's go into a bit more detail about themselves. So, Linda Lampenius, also known as Linda Brava, is a world-renowned Finnish classical contest violinist. Okay, so she is a former child prodigy. She attended the prestigious Sibelius Academy and gained international fame with her classical albums. She's known for blending classical violin pop with rock, techno, and jazz. Beyond music, she has appeared on Baywatch as the character Ariana and was featured on the cover of Playboy. And she is married to Martin Kuhlberg and has a daughter, Olivia. And now we go to Pete Parkkonen. Let's read a bit about him, shall we? So he is a Finnish singer and songwriter. He first rose to fame in 2008, finishing 3rd in the 4th season of Finnish Idols. His debut, the first album, topped the Finnish albums chart, and he has since released 4 studio albums. Beyond singing, Parkkonen won Dancing with the Stars in 2014, and he is known for his signature songs Kotta Sata, Portat, and Voima ja Valoa. Okay, he is born in, I think he's 36, Linda is 56, but he's very famous in Finland, and so is she. Now, Liekinheitin, which translates to flamethrower, is a dramatic pop track that explores the volatile nature of a fiery yet frozen relationship. Some of the core themes: emotional duality. The lyrics describe a person who is burning hot but suddenly turns ice cold, making closeness both irresistible and unattainable. So past wounds also. It portrays a dynamic where previous emotional injuries make intimacy both deeply tempting and frighteningly dangerous. It also goes from two perspectives. The track functions as a dialogue between two roles, the one attempting to get close and the one who does not dare to let go. And we can see that through the magnificent staging and also the destructive attraction. Using imagery of third-degree burns and playing with fire illustrates a form of emotion where the pain of dismissive treatment becomes part of the attraction. Also, it says here that musically, the song represents this dialogue through the interaction of Peter's vocals and Linda's violin, which are intended to speak to one another as opposing emotions. This one, UMK, it did absolutely fantastically, and it's going to Eurovision. We'll go into the odds after. Let's have a look at Pete Parkkonen and Linda Lampenius' Liekinheitin. Hissing play. Vocals are amazing. Linda in the background. You gets fiery. The crowd are excited. Here we go. The vocals are faultless. He's sitting in a room all by himself, isolated, lonely. And the Finnish language is just fantastic to listen to. It's faultless. It's faultless. And Linda is just magnificent. And she, just magnificent to watch. She's captivating. The fashion style is just, both of them, unbelievable. It's amazing. Linda walking like a model towards him. UMK, the staging was just quality shit. Unbelievable. Here comes the end. Here we go. Wow. 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 Now, despite Petter having a minor voice crack at the end, if at Eurovision that is done to perfection, you need a Eurovision winning moment, and that moment where he holds that note for about 15 seconds, getting higher and higher and higher and higher, is just unbelievable. My main concern for this, coming into it, was if Petter's vocals would be up to standard. We know Linda, obviously she's not actually playing the violin, that's not how the Eurovision style works. You have the backing track, but she's performed fantastically. The main question would be, will Petter's vocals do well in such a challenging song? Such a good song with challenging vocals. And they were basically perfection. The emotion in the early part, you feel, and then as the song gets on and on, the desperation in his voice, it just uplifts, and this song is just absolutely perfection. Let's go into the lyrics. So, Flamethrower. I think the lyrics are quite short. I'm going to go into all of them. Just going to get a deeper feel for the song even more. It would be wiser to leave here. How could I freeze the feelings? You are a flamethrower. On the same night, smoke in the air, I searched for you among the crowd. You talk to others, to your friends. You like you don't even know me. It's a little strange that you don't look me in the eyes when last night you couldn't take your hands off me. Even though I get scolding from you, it feels so good. It would be wiser to leave, but I still play with fire. How could I freeze the feelings? You make me burn. I only get a piece of you. You're so hot but ice cold. You are a flamethrower, a flamethrower. I can't catch you for a couple of nights. Can a person die from heat? Every time we're skin to skin, I get third-degree burns from you. Oh dear Lord, can I have one more baptism when I sin again? It would be wiser to leave, but I still play with fire. How could I freeze the feelings when you're a flamethrower? You make me burn. I only get a piece of you. You're so hot but ice cold. You are a flamethrower. That's an interesting thought from... I think that he is sitting in a confession box, Peter. He's trapped, he's isolated, and now he's coming out with Linda. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. A worthy winner of UMK. We look at the other options. Now, Antti Palonen, I think, would have got top 5 at Eurovision. I think his stage presence and his... Everybody was loving him on this big chair, and taka-toka, 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 and his vocals from the back of his throat, and he was singing a little bit like this. Really impressive. Kiki, I think, with a bit of uplifted staging, would have got to the final as well. Coming out 100% would have got to the final. They were so lovable. Chachi, I think, would have, Etta would have, and Sinica would have. So these are 7 songs that are all capable of getting to the final and capable of getting a really good result at Eurovision. Finland, though, I think they chose the best choice. Finland were top of the odds. Before UMK. The question was if when Linda and Pete win, because I think it was more of a when than if. I think they were definitely going to win. Is if they would rise even higher in the odds. And they have gone, since they've gone selected, from about a 15% chance to a 19%. So it has risen already. I think this is just absolutely amazing. I think the staging doesn't even need to be uplifted that much. I think Pete in his black suit-like kind of pure, beautiful Linda... from in the back when there's the window through the confession box and you see Linda while Pet's singing, I think Linda looks unicorn-like. She looks goddess-like. It's absolutely incredible. Finland are competing in semi-final number 1 in this first half, along with Andromeda, Ferto, Viva Moldova, Bizikebi, will be representing Georgia, Portugal, Sweden, Belgium, Dancing on the Ice, Estonia, Too Epic to Be True, Israel's song Michelle, Lithuania, Solo Quiero Mas, Montenegro, Novozora, Poland, San Marino, and Serbia's song Kraj Mene. This is a possible show opener. We currently have the 2 favourites for Eurovision 2026, both sitting in the first half of semi-final number 1. Yeah, and this is just exceptional. I can't see a world where this doesn't get through, but the question now is can this win Eurovision? And at the time of recording, we have 21 songs. Saturday night's just been, and I think this is by far the best entry so far that is released. I think we're going to have to see what Sweden send. If it's Felicia, maybe there's a chance. Israel, you can never tell, with politics getting involved, and they do often send quite very quality entries. France, always a force to be reckoned with. Australia's song's getting released today at the time of recording, so we'll have to see with that. And there's so many other countries that still haven't released their songs, and any glorious song could come out of here. But this gives us something unique. This gives us something we haven't seen before, of a violinist and a singer working together. I don't think they've ever partnered before, and they just work so well together. On Eurovision's scoreboard, there have been 21 songs released. Pete Parkkonen and Linda Lampenius sit first out of 7,700 people's tops. They sit in first position in front of Denmark and Cyprus. UMK was just exceptional. Linda Lampenius and Pete Parkkonen have broken records in terms of points. 570 points at this year's Eurovision would get them victory, probably. But it's the question of, will they upgrade the staging? Will they change the outfits? Will they do something that we've never seen before at Eurovision? Something unbelievable. We'll have to wait and see. But what I can tell you is that Linda and Pete's song is absolutely fantastic, and it is a force to be reckoned with in Vienna. It will surely cause some drama and stir up the pot with even more class entries. Let's read some of the comments from the YouTube channel, Eurovision's YouTube channel, because I'm so interested. I just want to see what people are saying. So someone says, how is it possible that a country with 5.6 million inhabitants can bring a banger every year in Eurovision? It's absolutely insane. Finland are the happiest country in the world. Joe mentioned that last night, and happy people must translate to good music because every year they're sending absolutely amazing. Someone writes Pete Parkkonen saves New York. Pete Parkkonen saves Eurovision. Someone else writes Finland becoming a powerhouse since 2021. Let's look at that, shall we? Finland since 2021. I'm like, even before that maybe. I'm like, last year they sent Erika Wickman, 11th place. It should have done so much better. It was amazing. The year before, No Rules, Windows 95 man. I'm like, it was hilarious. And it brought a different taste. And although Sara Sippola could have won like with Paskana, people absolutely loved it. Then we had Karia with Cha Cha Cha, which was amazing. Jezebel was very solid. Dark Side Blind Channel. Finland, they participated 58 times at Eurovision. They won once. It was 20 years ago. Is the victory coming back home? Let's see what else we got. Loads of 12 points, 12 points. What an excellent performance. Someone writes, 20 years after Lordi won. Finland ready to take their second victory at ESC. I think Finland would be amazing hosting ESC. UMK is just perfection. The staging is amazing. The production is amazing. They treat it like Eurovision. It's amazing. It's unbelievable, some of the songs in UMK this year. I reacted to every single one, and there's a reason why I did, because it is the best national final there is. It is getting better, if not better, than Melody Festivalen. And yeah, unbelievable from Pete and Linda. They are absolutely exceptional, and I think we may have found our winner for Eurovision 2026. I was sitting here watching with Joe, and we were waiting the whole night for this song to come on. We were enjoyed by some of the other acts, but we were waiting, will Pete's vocals be good? Will it live up to the standard in the music video? And it was better. The, not croakiness, but, I don't know what the right word to use is, but that croakiness in his voice brings just emotion, it brings joy. Linda walking down, we could say, the catwalk in her beautiful dress. They were absolutely fantastic. And to demolish UMK that much versus Antti Palanen as well, who was such a solid candidate, shows how much domination and how amazing they've done. And a landslide like this in a national final normally indicates towards a victory at Eurovision. The international juries gave it, I think every jury gave it at least 10 points. So Linda and Pete are looking, surely, as one of, if not the favourite right now, to win Eurovision 2026. That's what I think. What do you think? Do you think that Linda and Pete are the favourites to win Eurovision? Are you happy they won UMK, or would you have rather to seen someone else? The mullet man, Antti Palanen with his taka tuka taka tuka taka tuka, or someone else, Komiat, Kiki, Chachi, Sinika, Etta? You let me know down below. And do you think Finland are going to win Eurovision 2026? You let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe! Bye!